BYD is coming to Vietnam. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right, let's talk about that today. My fun plane! The world's largest auto manufacturer of EVs is coming to Vietnam. And we're not talking about Tesla, we're not talking about Toyota, we're not talking about Volkswagen, we're not talking about General Motors, we're talking about this Chinese company called BYD, which means build your dreams, right? This company is coming to Vietnam and they're gonna sell Chinese EVs in Vietnam. How do I feel about that? Well, I know a lot of people feel negatively about China generally, and I understand because Chinese foreign policy sometimes are not very Vietnamese friendly, okay? I get it, okay? However, when it comes to EVs, I think this is a good thing because the truth is we need more EVs here in Vietnam and globally in the world because we have this environmental problem. We're actually releasing a lot of carbon into the atmosphere, which is actually warming our planet, and eventually the sea level is gonna rise and we're all gonna fucking die! Well, maybe not us, but our children, our children's children, all right? So I know some people don't think about their children, but I do because I plan to make a lot of them and I wanted them to have a good future, a good planet to live on. Unless, you know, like maybe Elon Musk can take them to Mars or something. I don't know. But I care about this planet, so I very much promote the idea of electric vehicles, and I always tell people to buy EVs. And that's why I'm so excited about VinFast, this Vietnamese company making electric vehicles here in Vietnam and also now selling globally. I think that's a fantastic thing. Now, BYD is also entering into Vietnam. They're going to become a VinFast competitor. But I think the market is so big, so wide, so huge. It's a brand new market. It's wide open. And I think it needs more competition because one, competition can help companies build better products, all right? So BYD entering into Vietnam will force VinFast to build better products, and those better products will be able to allow them to compete better in the world, in the US market, in the Canadian market, in the rest of the world. That's what we want. We want a successful VinFast. And I think competition can actually allow that to happen. You know, I already have like 11 cars or something like that. I have too many cars. I really want to buy every single BYD model there is and then be able to review it, but I need to like actually think clearly about it. Today I'm driving my Bentley. I don't drive my Bentley because I have so many cars. I love electric cars, so I generally drive my electric cars, whether it's the Wuling, the VinFast. Pretty soon I'll be getting the MG Cyberster. That should be a very exciting car. And I'm still debating whether to buy BYD cars or not. If you represent BYD, come talk to me. Maybe we can work out something so that we can bring honest reviews of BYD cars to the Vietnamese audience. Clearly, VinFast has an advantage because VinFast has a charging infrastructure, right? If you want to buy an electric car here in Vietnam, the logical choice really is still VinFast because if you want to take that car across Vietnam, drive long distances, you're going to need a charging network, and that network is only available to VinFast right now. If you buy a BYD, a MG Cyberster, or maybe a Porsche Taycan, or maybe Ioniq 5, I don't know if you can get Ioniq 5 here in Vietnam, but I think I have saw a few on the road recently. So if you buy those cars, then you can only really charge at home. And I think VinFast is very smart because they build a charging network. Even if their car business doesn't pan out, they have the charging network in Vietnam. They will dominate it. And all the EVs need to use their charging network once they open it up. So I think you don't have to make money by selling cars. You can make money by having the most complete charging network across Vietnam. And by opening that up, then it will encourage more people to adopt electric vehicles. I don't know what their strategy is, but I think that is definitely something in their advantage in a big way, okay? So we welcome BYD entering Vietnam. I would like to see more electric vehicles on the road here in Vietnam, better charging infrastructure so that we can take care of this environmental issue that we're all very concerned about. Vietnam should be a pioneer in the fight against global warming. That's what I think, all right? Take some fucking action. Welcome BYD. Maybe I'll be reviewing your cars. And don't be a fucktard.